Welcome to the Supreme Lending Dallas Show, where you'll be introduced to different speakers on different topics, and you'll meet different guests for each of our episodes. Let's get started.
Hi, my name is Liz Evans, host of the Supreme Lending Dallas Show, and I want to introduce our guest today, and that is Alfredo Saavedra and Julio Chavez. Go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how's it going?
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And we're excited to have you here today. So our topic today is down payment assistance. But before we get into our topic, there's a photo that's come up. And guys, tell us what this photo is of.
It's the one where the hot chocolate run one.
The hot chocolate, yeah. That was actually a great event. Actually, I think it's one of my first times that I do 5K with the group.
Since you started working with us.
Yeah, and I remember it was like really cold because it was during whatever, right?
What were we thinking? Yeah, yeah, we did it. It was.
How cold was it?
It was.
I think it was like around January, about 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. But I think it was a great experience. It was very bonding as a group, as a company. It was very challenging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess pretty much everybody was not, ready, or they didn't prepare. But I mean, we did it. It was fun.
Yeah. The year prior to that, we actually did a 10K. On that same chocolate run. It was tough.
I remember that. But this one was colder.
Yeah,
so
it was.
So you're runners.
We are. Well, we can consider.
Or at least you try?
We're athletes. So.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more of a gamer. But I can pass.
Okay, yeah, and showing athletes, this next photo that's come up, tell us about that. It definitely looks like you're athletic.
Oh, the
soccer
team,
the
league, right?
Yeah, we won the championship. Actually, it was the first time that we were doing a soccer team for Supreme Lending.
Yeah, we were representing them.
We didn't know what we were actually getting into. Some of us have been playing soccer for a little while now.
Some of us not that long.
But some of them, yeah. Yeah, I've been playing for that while. But actually, I think we had really good chemistry. And as a group, I think it was a very good, very nice... I guess some sort of sports that we did, and
kind of bonding for us, really. Just a nice way to de-stress.
And
absolutely, because especially, our job sometimes can be very stressful. We try to help homeowners, help people, but it can be very stressful. So this type of
so we take it out in the field. Yeah.
And so for you doing so many activities with the people from your office, then you're definitely close.
Yeah.
Your family, right?
I would say we are.
Yeah, and I agree, because being part of that, we do hashtag ourselves Supreme Family for Life, correct?
Absolutely. I think it's a great family. It's a big family. I mean, we're pretty much most of the days with them. So it's the family that we pick. So that's great.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And it shows in this next photo too. Go ahead and talk about this next photo that's come up.
Oh, we used to do runs on Saturday morning. We used to go running around White Rock Lake, which I think is about 11, 12 miles?
Close to 10, I would say. So, it's not that we're just going to be like running. It's just jogging. And
I think we were trying to get ready for a 5K at the time. And we decided to run with Luisa and also our branch manager, Greg, which you can see in that photo.
Yeah, he was kind of our trainer because, we're trying to keep up with him and Luisa. It was great, but very challenging.
And this was every Saturday, right?
Saturday,
because I know I'd go out there and
6:30 in the morning on Saturday. So
on a Saturday, a good way to start the weekend.
A good way to start a Saturday. And I know that the runners would start at 6:30, the walkers would start at 7:30. Yeah,
that's true.
Exactly,
that's true.
Lots of fun.
And the procrastinators at 10.
Yeah. So, okay, great. So let's go ahead and get started with our topic on down payment assistance. And Alfredo, what is DPA?
DPA stands for down payment assistance. Down payment assistance is those are programs that we offer with Supreme Lending, but those are through state agencies. So this state agencies offer this type of assistance in the form of a grant or either a second lien that is forgivable after 3 years. And it's pretty much to help these homeowners, especially first-time home buyers, to try to get into a house. Because a lot of people, they have the idea that they need to have either like $10,000, $20,000 in their bank account to be able to get into a house, but not necessarily. These programs offer the assistance, and which makes it easier for homeowners to be able to get into a home.
And essentially the way they work is, like you said, there's state agencies that the point of it is try to help and encourage people to buy a house. Stop renting and buy a house. And the way they do that is they give you money. I wouldn't say money, but they give you assistance in the form of either a grant or a second lien, which covers the down payment and part of the closing cost. And it's a really helpful way of getting somebody into a house that doesn't necessarily have $10,000-$20,000 in pocket.
That's what's great about living in the great state of Texas, right? Because Texas, they want almost everyone, if they can, to be a homeowner, correct?
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Because then you get to pay property taxes.
That's why.
Hey.
Okay, and what is the minimum credit score, Julio?
We can go as low as 620. In some programs like FHA, you can qualify as low as 620 credit score. So you don't have to have perfect credit.
Absolutely. During the pandemic, there was so many changes and guidelines going up and down, going up. But I think we're to the point that we are back to where we were at in regards to origination. So FHA decided to, let's go back and say, let's do the 620. So as long as you have a 620 credit score, you can become eligible to participate on these programs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful program.
Yeah.
And Alfredo, what are the general requirements for down payment assistance?
And you know what? I'm actually getting a call from a client.
You're getting a call?
You guys don't mind if I take it?
No,
Okay.
go ahead and take it.
Sure.
Let's see. Hello?
Hi, is this Julio?
That is me. What can I help you with? And by the way, I'm actually in the middle of a recording for the Supreme Lending show. So hope you don't mind. I have you on speaker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind at all.
All right. So what can I help you with?
Yeah, I mean, I just had a couple of questions. I mean, I heard something about you guys helping out people who don't have good credit scores. And, my credit score is not the best. And, I don't have that much money to put down for a down payment, and I was wondering if this would stop me from buying a house.
No, not really. Like I was saying earlier, you can actually go as low as a 620 credit score. And if you don't have a whole lot of money, it's not necessary. We can work with the down payment assistance program to qualify you, and we can make it work, So, no, don't let that deter you from applying. Alfredo?
I mean, yeah, like he said, a lot of people, they have the idea that the score is really bad. So I will say, give us a chance to actually, let's take a look at it, because something can actually just be fixed real quick, and something that can actually, we can tell you what you can actually be able to do to be able to meet the minimum requirement. Like Julio said, as long as you have a 620, I think you'll be definitely a great candidate.
Yes,
And
sir.
for those of us, those just catching us on the Supreme Lending Dallas show, we actually have a live call during our down payment assistance program, and go ahead and answer more questions.
Right. So what's your next question?
Yeah, I mean, I've only been on my job for 6 months, and I'm wondering if that would affect anything in this process as well.
Okay, that's a really good question. So his question is, I've only been in my job for 6 months. A lot of people think you have to be in your jobs for 2 years. That is not required. If you've only been in your jobs for 6 months, that's okay. We look at a complete 24-month employment history. So we will have to backtrace it to your previous jobs and maybe the one before that too. So no, not a problem.
Yeah, that's correct. Even though, for example, like Julio mentioned, we look into the 24-month history. And some people, they say too, it's like, I just graduated from college. I was like, okay, I don't have 24 months of history. You'll be surprised that there's some guidelines, regulations that not necessarily has to be that it was actually an employment. Because, you can take in consideration the time that you were in school. So let's say you were in school for the last 2 years and you just recently graduated and just got a new job. You can actually be eligible because the time that you were in school can be used as a training time that you were.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
In a way, complete your 24 months history. So.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
great information.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's a great question. A lot of people, they're afraid and say they have to wait 2 years.
Not
But
necessary.
No, guys, actually, we look into 24 months employment history. You don't have to be with the same company for 2 years.
Correct.
So
Exactly.
that's a great question.
All right. So what's your next one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm only a resident as well. I'm not actually a citizen. Is that going to affect anything in the process either?
Nope. If you are a non-permanent resident alien or permanent alien or resident alien, we can work with you. If you're a TPS or DACA recipient, there are programs that you are eligible for. So no, not a problem.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be a U.S. citizen to be able to purchase a home or even to participate on this down payment assistance programs that we have. As long as you have either like Julio mentioned, non-permanent residents or permanent residents, as long as you, of course, you have the documentation and you're able to provide the documentation that we're gonna need, we definitely can look into you and make you participate on these great programs.
Correct. Exactly. And also down payment assistance programs too.
It's good to know. I mean, I just have like a little collection on my credit report. I mean, other than what I've mentioned, I think that is all the things that those are the things that are going to stop me from buying a house.
Okay, the collection of the credit, it's something, it can lower your credit score in general, but we can still work with it. If it's a medical collection or just a regular collection, there's ways that we can still make it, work. At the end of the day, it comes down to the underwriting programs that we have. So don't let that deter you. A collection of credit, it's generally speaking something we can work with.
Do you mind if we give our producer, just go ahead and talk with them so we can contact you after the show, and then we'll continue on with the Supreme Lending Dallas show.
That'd be awesome.
Sorry about that. I'll give you a call after this, okay? You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Great.
That was a great call.
That was a great call.
Great
Yeah.
timing, actually.
I know. Yeah.
Great questions to pretty much cover what we were going to say. So
Yeah, I
For the
know.
most part.
awesome.
Yeah.
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 Just a little bit of how we interact with our clientele.
Yeah. And so anything else to add to that, since kind of that was our show?
No.
Yeah, I mean, something I wanna state is pretty much you have to think about when you're buying a home. There's gonna be a lot of factors that we're gonna take in consideration. So don't get stuck because you have a low credit score. Remember that we have to look into your income. We have to look into your assets. We have to look into your credit. So we have to be able to qualify you to see what the maximum that you can actually afford. So I think now the guidelines are more strict, protecting the consumer. So what that says is pretty much if we're gonna tell you something that you qualify for something, is because it is true. We're gonna look into every single specific item that's gonna help you to become a homeowner. And great with Supreme Lendings, we have a really good team of processors, underwriters that meets the guidelines and also the time frame when it comes to closing and try to make a process that is very smooth for the consumer and not being stressed.
Right. A lot of factors into this. So yeah, that was a great call for them to call in.
Absolutely.
And that way then if the audience is looking to buy a home and they had some of these questions, then Julio's information is put up on the screen and Alfredo's information. Please give them a call or send them an email. And as we close our session for today, we have one more photo that's come up, and I have to say, what a group here. Well, what is going on in this photo?
I mean,
we have a social aspect to our lives too. So I mean, every once in a while, we like to go out on the weekends and decompress.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, it's
that was during a
about
birthday party,
celebrating
I believe, a couple
our
of years ago.
success too, right? It's about celebrating our success. Try to keep it like we mentioned earlier. We're a family, so we're gonna do a lot of activities together. We're gonna celebrate birthdays. We're gonna celebrate the success for each other. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're always gonna be there for anything that you need.
We do socialize a lot, during and after work too.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on the show today and educating the audience on down payment assistance. And we want to thank you for joining our episode of Down Payment Assistance, and have a blessed day.